make you want to believe in everything that he's saying, trust everything he's saying. And actually to be able to listen to a person, then go out on the field and do it and it actually work just makes you build more and more trust in the person.
Anything unique about the meeting with the Colts?
I haven't met with them. I have a neutral relationship with Pat Surtain. If I wanted to reach him, I could. But the most I look into his game is I think we kind of play alike. We kind of have the same playing style, whether it's playing press man or playing zone. We came, of course, from the same college and the same coach, so which being Coach Saban. So we was taught the same type of thing. So if I ever just wanted to look at something back when I was at college, old film, I always pull up his film and see how he did, and just to kind of add it to my game.
How do you feel you handled it bigger?
I feel like I can play in the slot because just the training that I had at Bama, you have to know everything. You have to know how to be able to play everywhere. And, I feel like I'm physical enough on the edge to sit the edge if there was a bubble. I feel like I can play the slot and guard whoever's in the slot, whether that's a fast or a quick guy. I feel like my knowledge and understanding leverage as a nickel is very at a high level.
What's the biggest challenge about playing inside like that?
The biggest challenge I would say is probably just staying consistent in physicality, just being physical, play in, play out, whether it's run or pass. Just understanding your assignment because in the inside, one play you're like a linebacker, which you got to set the edge and be physical and shoot the gaps. Next play you may have to be covering like you're a corner. So.
Kool-Aid, you mentioned Caleb Downs. What did he do to impress you last year at Alabama? Like, what should Ohio State to start?
Caleb Downs is like. When he was a freshman, he was like he already had been there 3 years. He understood how to do everything. He understood his body. He understood how to play. He understood coaching. Ohio State, I feel, is getting a great player, man. Very excited for Caleb.
What is this moment like for you? I mean, just being at the NFL Combine, seeing all these teams, all the scouts, knowing that you're going to get drafted. What is it like? What are the emotions?
The emotions is just very high. I'm very happy, but I just understand that this is not the end. But I'm very blessed to be here.
What have teams sort of told you about your game that they like, that they think can translate to the next level?
Just me being able to play man and not being afraid to get in anyone's face and to challenge them at the line of scrimmage and being able to run with guys and cut them off and make plays down the field, make plays when they're shorter routes.
Kool-Aid, you played well in man, you played well in off and in press bail this year. Is there like a certain system or a certain type of scheme that you kind of feel most comfortable in?
No, I feel like I can fit into any scheme as a cornerback. I feel like if I went to a team that play more off zone, or if I went to a team that play man, they'll be getting the same player that would have the same production.
How do you feel about covering some of the bigger receivers? How do you think you handle that?
I think I handle big receivers well than I handle anything. Just getting up in their face, having a boxing match with them, and fighting with them at the line of scrimmage. I feel like I do that very well.
Have you had a formal meeting with the 49ers by chance?
Yes, sir.
Kool-Aid, have you met the Buccaneers yet?
No, sir.
Kool-Aid, what's the flavor, man? And has the Bills been in contact with you?
No, sir. I don't think I met with the Bills yet. I had a lot of music teams kind of. But I don't really have a flavor, man. But my favorite flavor is probably pink lemonade.
Have you talked to any other Alabama teammates that are in the league now about this pre-draft process, the combine, any guys that you talked to?
Yes, sir. I talked to Brian Branch and Quentin Williams and Jordan Battle. Talk to those guys.
What did they tell you about this process?
Just enjoy it and to embrace it and just to do what I do. Just basically that, to enjoy it and embrace it and just take it all in.
What advice do you get about the transition of going from college to pros, just with the youth that you're in? People tell you what about that transition?
Well, I haven't just exactly got to that point yet. Right now, just focused on the combine and getting through this process, doing the interviews and stuff like that. I haven't really had the time to sit down with guys like Brian Branch and guys like that to talk and get pointers from them on what the biggest change was, because obviously I haven't got there yet. No, sir. No, sir. 0. 1 minute. My grandmother. When I came to my mom, I was smiling. She said I had the Kool-Aid smile. That's why I said 1 minute after birth. That's when I started going by the name Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, a lot of talk has been said about your long speed. How are you able to remain sticky in man coverage or in press bail, in those type of concepts? What's kind of your mindset in the technique?
I would say people always question my long speed because you really can't find no plays where I'm beat or where I'm having to use long speed, because I do a good job of keeping guys cut off and having good technique at the line of scrimmage where guys do not have the chance to run past me and I have to lose long speed. I feel like as a DB, if you run as fast as you can, some not good. You either chasing after someone that broke a long run, or receiver got past you. So just my long speed may be a question because I do a good job of my technique at the line of scrimmage, or even when I'm playing zone like cover 3 or quarters, just stand on top of guys because you have to, as a DB, you have to respect the deep part of the field. You cannot give up nothing deep, and every DB coach will agree with that in the world. So I think that's the main reason my speed is questioned, just because I do a good job of cutting guys off. And there's no tape where you can see a guy beat me deep.
Are there any players you sort of model your game after, or just watched growing up and you want to be like them, or anything like that?
I wouldn't say I really want to be like no one. I always just kind of want to be myself. But a couple guys that I do like to watch in the league is Pat Surtain and Jalen Ramsey. Those are the guys I like to watch if I was to watch anyone.
What is it about them that stands out?
Like I said, me and Pat Surtain, we kind of came up in the same system, so I feel like we have similar games, and we kind of play a lot with bump and run, and also just being able to play press bell and playing zone. And I love the way Jalen Ramsey play all over. He's just a playmaker, whether he's in nickel, whether he's at corner, just making plays, making tackle, being physical, just his game style.
Kool-Aid, what's the biggest?
How much, from being from Birmingham, you think that shapes you as a player, but also as a person?
Just being from Birmingham, things are naturally rough, and that's kind of what the teams are trying to get at and ask me questions about that. But I just let them know that that's what motivates me, just being from a rough era and just trying to give kids a different way of looking at life and just being a motivation for those kids.
Buddy, we have time for one last question. Right here, go ahead.
Kool-Aid, what's the biggest area of improvement you're looking to as you enter your NFL career?
Well, the biggest improvement I would say I'm looking into is just being more consistent. Just being consistent in everything that I do, whether that's practice, game, and a walkthrough rep, or just anything. Just being consistent and treating every rep, every walkthrough, every play, every practice like it's the last play of the Super Bowl.
Thanks, Kool-Aid. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take that with you.